is Future Izzy coming to you. This is going to be part 2 of my coloring collection. Welcome, and I hope you enjoy this. And we'll get right into it. So here is actually, let it stop wiggling. Alright, this is actually my most recent coloring book that I've purchased. I don't even know how I came across it, but Paul Young, the botany coloring book. Like I was saying earlier, botany is my first love. I love botany. And this is actually a really cool coloring book. So, oh no, something fell. I'll show you guys this. Does it make noise? My boyfriend got this to me a couple years ago. You hold the key to my heart and this little key and some sprinkles. I keep it right here on my desk. I just knocked that over, didn't mean to. So, my botany coloring book. I haven't colored anything in here, but it's got information and it tells you all about the image. And so then the image has different labels and things that you can label and color, and I'm really excited about this book. I just haven't started it yet. Any other botany nerds out there? Plant nerds? If you want to see a flip through of this, I can. It's a pretty chunky book, but I could do a flip through. I don't know if that would be interesting to anyone other than myself, but botany, my most recent one. Alright, so here's a color quest. Is this a color questopia? Oh no, it's Sun Life drawing. So here's a Sun Life drawing, 100 quests color by number. And this is another one that I can just kind of mindlessly do, just match up the colors. This is what this like. There's 4 different types. There's the hexagons, triangles, squares, and then circles. And I just kind of start this one in the beginning and go through. I don't look at the key or anything. Oh, someone's outside. I don't know what they're doing. Alright, so this was the first one I did. I did this one. And I am not sure what they're doing. Okay, my niece and nephew and mom are outside. Sorry, I'm very distracted. I'm very distractible. So, colored pencils, Crayola colored pencils, and then I switched over to Crayola Super Tips. I like the way the Super Tips turned out much better. Little chipmunk, hummingbird. And then I got the idea, I was getting tired of like filling it in completely, and so I did little dots. I was like, wonder how that'll look. It looks okay. And I liked it, so I did it again, except this time I did the dots a bit bigger. And I'm still thinking maybe I'll get some dot markers for this book. So now I'm just I've been doing the dots. I like this one, the sailboat and the sunrise or sunset. I don't know if you can hear that. I think maybe they're pressure washing. The storks, some roses, cat. I did quite a few of these. I did these in the fall. And then here's where I stopped. You can see my little colors. Alright, so that is Sun Life Drawing 100 Quests color by number. Now I have my Camellia Angelicoba books. I also got these in the fall. 50 Winter Miniatures by Camellia Angelicoba. I haven't done anything in this one at all. Oh, that's cute. It's like a little cupcake with a gingerbread man. That's really cute. Yeah, I haven't done anything in here. 50 Winter Miniatures. And I got the 50 Halloween Miniatures. And I did several of these. My book's a little beat up. It's okay. So let's see. Mr. Bones. Mr. and Mrs. Bones. I did this with Crayola Super Tips. I think. Did I do it with? Yeah, Crayola Super Tips. This Amazon paper is so thin, it just still bleeds through. Okay, this one I did with alcohol markers, and I'm gonna like a little shading. The balloons, alcohol markers, and some gel pen actually. You can see, I don't know if you can tell. I don't know how this lighting is. It's kind of overcast outside. I'm right here in front of the window, and my light isn't that great. I need to invest in some lighting. I really liked this one. I don't like how splotchy that is. I was still getting used to, this was one of the first ones, and it's kind of splotchy there. Now I know if you let it dry, it's gonna give you those lines. So I will work a little differently. This vulture, is that what that is? A vulture, buzzard. And I think there's one more. Yeah, I did this first page. And actually, I think I just did that one in, oh, I did do it in the alcohol markers. Okay, 50 Halloween miniatures, Camellia Angelica. Alright, so this book, I have been loving this book. I picked this one up from Hobby Lobby. Cute kawaii coloring. And actually my nephew yesterday filmed a video coloring in here, so I will post that. He wanted to do like an ASMR style, so I let him do that, and I will post that on here. J Money's coloring, so if that's something you want to see, it will be up. There's not much talking to it. I've got to film the intro for it, but this is a lot of cute little designs. I really like that guy. I don't know how to color him. Alright, so here's some kitty cats. All of these, unless I say otherwise, are alcohol marker. And it's just Amazon alcohol markers. We've got all the kitty cats. But this was before I got those Amazon alcohol markers, actually. This was done in Sharpies. Let's see, this was alcohol markers. And a little bit of gel pen. I don't know if you can see the glitter. Yeah, you'll see I've done a lot of the plant pages. I really like plants. This one was alcohol marker and a little bit of gel pen. That's his silver. This was the first page I did in here. I did an easy page. Oh no, did I just rip the page? Oh. It'll be okay. This one, I actually did this one recently. I did it with alcohol markers, and then for the background I used like little gel crayons, put them on a palette, and used a brush to kind of brush on there. It's not the most even. I could do another layer, but I like it. I like how it turned out. Here's another one I did recently with alcohol markers. I like how this one turned out, all these clouds. So this is a book that I just kind of mindlessly color, and I'm loving the alcohol markers. This page I gotta finish. This page. Got all the monsters. Once we get up to the food stuff, that's the ones my niece and nephew have done, so. Okay, so yeah, this page. Actually, I started it. I did like these 4 or 5, and then I gave them the markers. I was like, y'all finish it. I was over it. Kind of like this one too. I started this one, and then this one I was doing in Sharpies, and I was over it. I was done. I'll actually not show y'all that one, because that's the one he did. This was actually in those little gel crayons when I first got them. My niece did that. I'm kind of saving these food ones for them because they like the food ones. If y'all know of any books that are kind of like this, with like the kawaii style with the little foods, let me know, because they really like the food portion of this book. I need to be careful taking those off. Those are ripping up my paper. I did this one. This one I actually did I colored it, but it was like a color challenge where the kids gave me the color, and I just kind of put it down on the paper. So that was fun. That's when my niece started, when my nephew did. That's it. I really like this. Some Chartwell books. I never saw an artist. So yeah, there's not really an artist. Yeah, 2021. I got this one in the fall of 2023. Cute Kawaii. Alright, so now I get to like these are all the same size books, basically. They're like this square size. So I have Circle of Life. I haven't colored hardly anything in here. If you could even say that I've colored anything. I really like the panda. There it is, the panda. I really want to do that one. Pandas are kind of my thing. My boyfriend and I, pandas are our thing. So I really want to color that one. I don't like the snake. I'm iffy about snakes, but I love that. So I think I was testing out prismas in this book. Yeah, I was testing them out here. It kind of smudged a little. I'm not sure that I really like prisma. This paper is really smooth, and I'm not 100% sure if I like the way they felt in this book. But this is similar to Bassford's, and I like them in no, hers has a little more tooth. Okay. But yeah, that's all I've done. I'm not sure what media I want to use. So if you know what media would be good to use in this book, let me know. I have Crayolas. I have some Prismas. I know you can't, alcohol marker's not going to be good. I have watercolor pencils. I'm not sure if this paper would take that though. Let me know in the comments. I want to get the other books from this this artist right here, the Nature's Mandalas. Then I have two from Erie. I have Romantic Country, the second tale, and then the first tale. I could not find the third. The third was not available. I haven't touched the second. I really like the sepia color lines. I really do like that. So this is a book. This is another one. Tell me what media works well in this, because this is that really smooth paper. I'll show you what I've done, and I kind of got real frustrated, so I put it away because I like these books and I don't want to mess them up. That's my problem, is I like my books, and I don't want to mess up a picture and then I feel like I've ruined the whole book, which is funny because my Kerby books are a mess. You'll see that here in a minute. They are a mess, but I love my Kerby books. There are some of them that I haven't even done anything in because I don't want to mess them up. Okay, so this is the first page I did in here. I got some like gel crayons, and I wanted it to have like a old-timey look to it. And then this was Prismas, and I really liked how it turned out. And then I was going to kind of mirror that over here. So doing the gelato, well, it's not really a gelato, but these little gel crayons, put that down, and then kind of go over with colored pencils. This page, oh, I'm still mad about this page. So I had some issues. You can see this is nice and blue. So I did these on the same day that I did this one. I did this one first, and then I put the brush to the side. I got a new brush. I did this. I went back to the old brush and did this. Well, somewhere along the lines, my brushes got switched because they actually, let me get one. They're dark, so I could, somewhere along the line, they got switched. So I couldn't tell. And then you can see I went back to the blue, but I used the wrong brush, and so it's kind of green, and it made me mad. And then I got some smudged right here. And then the coloring is in Prisma, but I don't know how to fix that. I don't know how to fix that. You guys can't even see that. So maybe I'll zoom out. How do I zoom out? Let's see. Yeah, I'll zoom out a little bit. Oh, let me put my blanket back up. So if you have any hints on that, let me know. So it made me frustrated. I put the book down and didn't pick it back up. Romantic Cup Tree. Now my Johanna Basford books. Johanna was one of my favorites. I got some of hers. Actually, I didn't get anything. The only thing I got from her was the Inky Wonderlands. I didn't get these other books until later. And actually, that's my Doctor Who book. So I got How to Draw Inky Wonderlands, and I did a little bit with. Oh my gosh! What the heck? I don't know what happened. But yeah, I did a little bit. I have a little sketchbook that I had started practicing with. So I mean, there's not really much. Oh, I did a little bit here. I just didn't go over it in fine liner. So yeah, maybe I did more in this book. Well, that's the only page I see. I have it. Oh no, that's it. Yeah, that's that page. I thought I saw another page, but How to Draw Inky Wonderlands. I would love to, okay, I keep getting distracted. I would love to go through this book and maybe, maybe do a learn with me, learn how to sketch with me. If that would be something you'd be interested in, let me know. We could go through this book together. Okay, so my first real Johanna coloring book I got was Johanna's Christmas. And I got this one a couple years ago, probably 2022. And I haven't really done anything in it except for one. And this is kind of the same thing as with the Erie book. I started it, I did not like it, and so I put the book down, didn't want to pick the book back up. Where's it at? This one. I was using Crayola, I'm from the South, I have a little bit of a Southern accent, sorry about that. Crayolas is what I was using for this one, and I just didn't. I didn't like the colors I picked. It was patchy. I just wasn't happy with it, so I got rid of it. I mean, I didn't get rid of it. I just put the book down and didn't pick it back up again. But recently, here in October of 2023, about October, I got Rooms of Wonder and Worlds of Wonder. I haven't touched Rooms of Wonder yet. Oh, this paper is really smooth. Which one was... Oh, I thought I was feeling one that was rough. I got these about the same time I got my Prismas. There's a lot of really cool pictures in here. I really like this one. And I think that for this one, because it has those locking keys, I kind of want to go in order. But I'm not... Because it's kind of the rooms... It's like your crafting rooms, and then I don't know. Is this the first one? No. I don't know. Maybe I'll go in order, maybe I'll skip around. We'll see. So I have Rooms of Wonder, and then I have Worlds of Wonder. I've done a little bit in Worlds of Wonder. So this was when I first got my Prismas too. I got a small set, well, 72 count. And so I was practicing with Prismas. Let me zoom in a little bit. So I got that. I did those with Prismas. And they turned out really good. I really like this. And then this one I also started with Prismas. Practicing with some shading. I'm not good at it. I'm just learning. I think that's why this is kind of daunting to me. I am happy with how that tree turned out. This one, oh my gosh. Maybe when I finish, oh, you can't see it. Sorry. I'm learning. This is only my first video. I don't know if it's the colors I picked don't go together. That's what maybe I need to do some research on, is like picking colors that go together. I remember coloring this around Thanksgiving because I was downstairs and I had just gotten this book and my Christmas. I liked how this turned out, but this bottom, I don't know. I'll have to come back to it. So I do want to do more in this book. I like it. I like Johanna Bastard. This next book was a gift that was given to me. My Doctor Who coloring book. This was given to me probably about 2022. And for the same reason, I have not done much with it. Because I'm scared to mess it up. I love it so much. So, it's kind of a find and seek. I didn't realize that actually. So you can see I started on the Weeping Angel with a Crayola, and I really think that I might erase this and try and do it with my Prismas. I think that might be beautiful in here. If you want me to do a flip through of this book, I would be more than happy to. I love Doctor Who. Is that Missy? I love Doctor Who. Adipose. They're so cute. And it's technically one-sided, so I could use alcohol marker in here to base and then go over it, but I'm not sure. So yeah, my Doctor Who coloring book. This was a gift. My boyfriend gave it to me because he knew I loved Doctor Who and I loved coloring. I don't know that there's an artist. BBC Penguin. Oh, illustration by James Newman Gray, Lee Teng Chu, and Jan Smith. So, Doctor Who coloring book. If you want to see this, let me know. Alright, our last section. Kerby. I love Kerby. No, well, I don't know Kerby, but I love his books. So let's start with our Morpheus. These are the ones that I've colored in. Oops. Hopefully that didn't kill your ears. Okay. I have a lot of his books. A lot. So, and I've got a lot of whips, but I don't really have any completed pages. Maybe a couple. Alright, so this is just like a compilation. These images, they're on a little bit thicker paper. I mean, Kerby's paper is pretty thick anyway. So this is just a compilation of some of these. I really messed up this first page, and I don't know how to fix it. This is the page that I did. Maybe I can go over with another layer of paint, but the paint I used was like paint from one of those art kits, and it just is all splotchy, and I could probably go over it with another coat or just black it out, go over it with black. I need a lot more shading done in this guy and in these, but I tried. This was when I first got this book, probably 2018, maybe even earlier. Okay, Mythomorphia, I've got, I think, one in here. I'm not really doing flip throughs because there's flip throughs throughout YouTube, and if there's something that you do want to see, let me move these books out of the way. If there's something that you do want to see, just let me know and I can flip through it. I'm working on this one actually right now. So this one, I've been working on it for a couple weeks. Which over that well, maybe not a couple weeks, maybe about a week. Excuse me. I'm using my watercolor pencil. I don't know, I don't have a name brand for this watercolor pencils, but I'm working on them. I'm actually really happy with how it's turning out. I feel like this is too bright up here, the leaves and stuff, so I might go in and darken it a little bit. because I don't know how I'm gonna do the sky. At first I thought it would be a night sky, but then I'd colored these and these are really bright. So maybe a day sky. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. And I am open to suggestions. I really like this dragon, but I don't have the confidence to do that yet. But I mean, I guess if I base it in watercolor or watercolor pencils, and then it wouldn't be as daunting. We'll see. I have a lot of Kerby whips. That's the only thing I've done in Mythomorphia. So I'm gonna have two. So now I have Geomorphia and Phantomorphia. I've got a couple in here. So Geomorphia. I lost it. This page. I like this page. I want to do this. I think like a neon rainbow space galaxy background would be cool. I don't know. I've got that image in a couple books, so I can play around with it. This one, I was going to do like rainbow bones coming up and then just kind of different shades of brown for the ground. I can still come back to it though. Yeah, I've really got to get, I don't know what people use as their backing. I need to get something. And then I've got one more page in here that I started. I might have finished it. I think it's the tornado one. Yeah, I did this one in watercolor, and you can see I started to go back and shade with the watercolor, but I didn't know about shading with pencil. So possibly I could go back and do some shading with pencil in this. This is just straight a wash of watercolor. Or maybe I did know about shading. I'm not sure. This one was a while back. It had to be 2018, 2019 maybe. So I started this one. I liked how it was going, and then this one was too bright. So I either have to make these brighter, or this was watercolor pencils. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how I'll fix that one. So Geomorphia. Phantomorphia. I've got one in this one. This one. And it's not even finished. I was doing this one in 2021. There's some symbolism in this one, but you can see I was working on shading, and the transition isn't that great, but I was trying. This was Crayolas. I have Anamorphia. See, I got a couple in here. This one's actually, it is completed. So, Anamorphia. I usually don't like a streaky background, but I don't know how I did that so smoothly, but, I mean, it's not smooth, but with those lines. You can see I was working with shading. It's not the greatest, but I'm not sure if I saw those colors from someone or if I picked them myself. That one I did in 2022, like Christmas time around 2021 to spring of 2022. So I thought I had, yeah. This one I started with my watercolor pencils. This one was also in 2022. So it was like in the springtime of 2022. I was working in this book. I bought it a long time ago. Probably 2018. Most of these Kerby books came from before. Imagimorphia. I think Imagimorphia is one of my favorites. I just really think it's cool. I love this. I love this guy. So let's see. I think I got a shark. Yeah. So I really liked how this one was going. And then I tried to do the background with pastels, I think. I think it was oil pastels. And it wasn't going very well. I think I might paint. Maybe I'll go back in and paint the background. Or I could continue with that. Just kind of smooth it out a little more. I'm not sure. But I really liked this one. And I liked how it turned out. I did this one probably 2022. And that's springtime. well, that winter of 2021, spring of 2022. Same time I did this one. Let me take my sticky out. This one was the same. I was trying to do oil pastel. I think I did it colored pencil first, and I didn't like the streakiness of it, so then I tried to do oil pastel, and it kind of made it worse. But this one, I like this one better than the shark one. But you can see I used the same kind of color scheme. I say a lot, and I apologize for that. I will try and get better. It's gonna be a long video, so yeah, I think I'm gonna split it into 2 parts. I did this one in another book, but it's not finished. I'll show you. It's a disaster. I got my panda. The background is watercolor. I need to go over and do another coat, and then I've kind of started on some of the little details. I started this one in another book. Okay, so, oh, and I've got a little bit, these are watercolor pencils up here on the front too. Imagine Morphia. And then I have a couple more of the Morphia. Yeah, I have Collided Morphia. Haven't touched it. Haven't touched it yet. And then Color Morphia. This was the first Kerby book I got, and I did a lot. I didn't finish much, but I did a lot. Okay, this guy. Oh my gosh. This was all in watercolor pencil. Some of it I've activated, some of it I just kind of left. The background. So the background I tried to do in this watercolor pencil. I didn't like it. It didn't work out well. It was streaky and splotchy. And then I tried those water soluble gel crayons. Look, they were not very water soluble. They were a little bit. I might not have activated this side. This is the side I tried to activate. I don't know if I colored too hard or what. But up here, so I have these Crayolas. They're right here. These came in some kit. That one's dirty. I need a better way to store these. But I found out recently, I was watching a video, I'm not sure who it was. These things are water soluble. So I was like, are they really water soluble, or is it gonna be like those others? So I tried it up here, and I really like how it's going. So I gotta finish that, and then I think now if I finish the background and I like the background, and then it'll give me the confidence to go back in and shade these, maybe put some highlighting, and then finish him up. But that background just, it ticked me off, and I was done. Watercolor pencils, I was just learning them. I'd just gotten them. This was the first thing I think I did with this watercolor pencils. And another one I started. This one was with Crayolas. Started it, never finished. Oh, this one was entirely in watercolor. I remember getting a watercolor set from Target. It was liquid watercolor tubes, and that's what I started. I did this page with that, and some things happened. I moved, and I didn't know where those watercolors were, so I just, actually I do. I made them, I put them in a tin, and so now they're dried out. They weren't actually liquid, so I still used the same watercolors, but they were more dilute over here, because these I was pulling straight from the pan. These were, yeah, straight from the bottle or the tube, and then these I was pulling, they were dried. And then I got some shimmer. I don't know if you can see the shimmer. You can a little bit. I went out of the lines, but learning. I like this page, even though there's some messy spots to it. I want to redo it also in watercolor, but add some shading to it. Gorgon Medusa, that's just a watercolor base. I was gonna go in, but I can't do snakes. Snakes are not for me. This Tree Man watercolor. I started, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to, like, what is what? And so then I started picking out some of the other stuff. Maybe I'll go in and, that's, I'm gonna make that a series. Working through my whips, something like that. I don't know. I have a lot, especially in these Kerby books. Sorry, that was with Crayolas. This book is kind of falling apart. Oh, and this one. So there's about to be a group of pictures that I started in the front and I just worked through. So I do have some completed Kerby pages. Let me move this. So let me go. Well, we can just work backwards. Alright, so these two. All of these were done in Crayolas. Crayola color pencils. And I kind of tried to do similar color patterns. This one was more limited than this one. I liked this guy. I was so proud when I first did this of that shading. It could be done better, but the jewels. This guy, I also was so proud of this guy. I want to do him again with different colors. And then this page. And then, so that's color morphia. See, it's all. It's been through, me and this book have been through some stuff. Okay, so we are almost done. We just have my world books, which I have not touched any of the. Oh, maybe I have touched one of them. Okay, Alien Worlds. I haven't touched it. I want to work this one front to back, or at least world by world. And that's Alien Worlds. What was the one? Oh yes, I know. I remember this page. It's my little monkey, my pink monkey. That was done with Crayolas. Did it when I first got this book, and then I just kind of got overwhelmed. I was like, I don't want to mess it up. And I'm kind of over that. I have really bad anxiety, and so I think that's just what that was. I really want to do this one. Like really bright colors up here and really dark, and like a dark night sky, and like, I don't know. I want to do this page. I really like this book, but I don't want to mess it up. Mythic World, I haven't touched it. Oops. I haven't even broken the spine on this one. At least some of the others I've broken the spine. This one's actually not my favorite, if I'm honest. But I'm a collector and I want all of them, so Mythic World. Fragile World. I really like Fragile World. Really like it. There's a panda in this one too, I think, that I want to do. It's just one of those things. I don't want to mess it up and then be mad at myself because I messed it up. Yeah, that page. I want to do that page. That's okay. Pandas. Okay, Fragile World and the World of Color. I like this page right here. I watched, not too long ago, I think it was my Colorful Country Life. I watched her do this. She did like Neo colors, and I didn't watch the whole thing. I just was watching that first part. I like this guy, girl, lady, tree. But yeah, World of Color. This is a compilation book, so I don't feel as bad working in the compilation books as the others, because I know these are all images I have duplicates of. So maybe that's what I'll start doing, is working in the compilation books a little more. Oh, that's it. But yeah, maybe I'll work in the compilation books after I get through my whips, and that'll give me a little more confidence. And maybe even just working through my whips will give me more confidence. So yeah, that's all of my coloring books. It's gonna be a pretty long video. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna split it into two or just keep it as one. But Yeah, so those are my coloring books. My next video I'm gonna do is gonna be all my current supplies as a somewhat beginner, and I have several supplies, markers, pencils, paints. But yeah, so thank you for following along with me. Like and subscribe. This is my first video, so be nice. Bye.